New tonight, West Virginia lawmakers pressed the state's new Human Services Secretary yesterday over how families are spending school clothing benefits. Secretary Carl Ayers told a legislative committee that about half of the $200 per child benefit is being pulled out as cash at ATMs, with no way to track how it's spent. Some lawmakers zeroed in on the raw numbers, pointing out that funds had been withdrawn near bars, smoke shops, and even a cannabis dispensary. Others pushed back, arguing there's no real proof that money is being misused since the benefit shares a card with other assistance funds, and warning that assuming fraud from a cash withdrawal risks unfairly stigmatizing low-income families. Lawmakers also questioned this year's shortened application window. You can read more about the meeting at WTAP.com.